So here after pressing the following wish list, alright, our snack bar is open and we can see all of our data here. Alright, so now we have added data under our Firebase. Hello beautiful people, in this video we are going to add the course, that is the detail section of the course under the wish list of our Udemy clone. Now if you are not familiar with what is going on in this video, I recommend you to watch my previous videos that are not video but videos over the progress of our Udemy clone. So in this video we are going to add the course under the wish list and also display the wish list, that is the data under the wish list to the user. Here under our detail screen we have our two buttons for add to cart and similarly add to wish list. So under the case of add to wish list, here we have a container, so we can simply refactor the following container into a widget. Yes, you guessed it right, it will be a gesture detector, and under this gesture detector first of all we will have a method of on tap. So here under this method we need to find a way so that after clicking over the following button, the following course data is automatically added under our Firebase. So here under this method I can simply make it first of all asynchronous, and also I can simply await for my Firebase Firestore instance, and from this instance I will simply create a new collection. So here I can simply give my collection name to be a wish list, and under this wish list I can simply add the data under the form of mapping between a string as well as a dynamic. So here under this following collection, for the image of the following course, its name, it is title, author, ratings, enrolled number of students, and price, and similarly a not price. So to add the data under a form of mapping, I can simply write here title, the name of the following key, and similarly its value. So under the form of value I can simply write here get.arguments, and from this arguments I can simply add the argument of title itself, and the same goes for the image and other parts. So let's do it. Alright, so we have our mapping between a string as well as a dynamic. So here we can do one thing, that is display a snack bar after the following data is added under our Firebase. So here I can simply write our when complete method, and under this I can simply get a snack bar from our get dependency section. So here I can simply write get.snackbar, and under this snack bar it will take a title and similarly a message. So here I can simply provide it a title for a hooray, and under a message I can simply have the title of the following course which is added under our Firebase, and under our snack bar we can have our other attributes as well. So here under our snack bar first of all we will have a color text to be black, and similarly its position. So here I can simply write to be a snack position for a snack bar position for a bottom one. You can format document once. Alright, so this was all about for adding all data under our Firebase for a new collection of wish list. So now let's test it out. So here I can simply open my terminal once if the snack bar is null or not. Alright, so here after pressing the following wish list, alright, our snack bar is open and we can see all of our data here. Alright, so now we have added data under our Firebase. So let's retrieve all the data from the Firebase itself. So here I can simply go back, and under our wish list we have here nothing but only all the categories. So here under my project folder, under a wish list, we have all of the following data under a single choice scroll view, which is a long lengthy container. So here see we can do one thing, that is retrieve all data from the wish list itself, and for the retrieving data we shall be taking help from the data controller class, and under the data controller class we are simply getting all of our data under get data method. Alright, let's do it up. So we can simply open our wish list again one more time, and here we can simply have all of our data instead of having this data. So for now I will simply do one thing, that is simply comment out our single child scroll view, and after some time we can be assigning the following condition if the data under our wish list is empty or not. If the data is empty, we shall be displaying the following data, and if the data is filled, we shall be simply displaying all of our data. So under this body we need to add get builder first. So under this body we need a get builder, and a get builder will be under the type of a data controller itself, if you remember our previous tutorials. Alright, so under our get builder first of all it will simply have an init method to be a data controller itself. Alright, and after that it will simply take a builder, and under the builder I can simply provide it a value, and the following builder will simply return a new future builder, and the builder will be nothing but all the data from our data controller class. So here under this I can simply have a future first, and the future shall be from the value. So here I can write future for value dot get data, and here we can simply provide a collection path. Alright, so under our builder I can simply return a context as well as a snapshot. Alrighty, so under our builder we will first of all check whether our snapshot is empty or not. that is our future is empty or not. So here we can simply write if, we can simply return a new center, and the center shall be consisting a single child, not a single child value, but a circular progress indicator, my bad. So here I can simply write a circular progress indicator having a color. Alrighty, we can format document once. So if the future builder contains some data, we can simply have our else statement. So under our else, we can simply return a new list view builder. So here I can simply write lsdb, and the following awesome Flutter snippet shall automatically deprive all of our boilerplate code. So under our item count, we can simply retrieve data from snapshot.data.length, and under our item builder, it will simply return a new widget. So for now, I can simply return a card, and under this card, it will simply have a child to be a container. Alright, so our container will simply return a child to be a row, and the row shall be containing first of all 2 children. So the first children will be nothing but a column. So here I can write a column, and under this column it will have only one single children, which is the image itself. So here I can have a size box, and the container is gonna be containing a decoration of a box decoration, and the box decoration shall be containing an image to be a decoration image, the usual stuff. Alright, so here we have our course up and ready. Now let's try for other courses as well. So for that we have our digital marketing course here. Now let's move under the featured one and under this Microsoft Excel one. Alright, so we can simply add the following code to wishlist as well. Alright, the following course is added. So here I can go back under my wishlist. And here you can see we have our 2 of our codes up and ready. Now let's add somewhat constraints to our entire text. So here I can simply refactor my container text into a container. Okay, my bad. And under these constraints, I can have some box constraints. And under these box constraints, I will simply have max width. Alright, 300 is up and ready. So we can format document once. Now we can do one thing, that is simply refactor the entire container under a padding. It's looking more cool now. Okay, the constraint string is up and ready one more time. Alright, so we can simply decrease it to 270. It's always about try and error. Okay, 285. Alright, it is up and ready. So this was all about for today, and if you have loved this tutorial, kindly like this video. Also comment out all the doubts that may be occurred while implementing the following source, that is following source code for adding data to the Firebase and also retrieving it, along with having a small snack bar. Now in the next tutorial we are going to add the detail to our following wishlist, along with the option of deleting the following wishlist and also updating it time to time. So I will see you in the next one with another great video. Till then, eat good food. Goodbye.